Welcome, brave viewers, to our journey through the shadows and whispers of Rhode Island. Today, we unveil the top 5 haunted locations where the past lingers a little too closely. So, grab your flashlights and let's explore the haunts of the Ocean State. Number 5. Fort Wetherill, Jamestown, Rhode Island. Number 5 on our list takes us to the historic and haunting grounds of Fort Wetherill in Jamestown. Perched on granite cliffs, this fort has stood as a silent guardian of Narragansett Bay's entrance for centuries. The story of Fort Wetherill begins in 1776, during the American Revolutionary War, when Patriot forces constructed an 8-gun earthwork fortification at the site of Dumpling Rock. This old fort was occupied by American, British, and French forces at various times during the war. The British called it Fort Dumpling Rock and abandoned it in 1779 when they evacuated Newport. In 1798, construction started on a permanent fortification at Dumpling Rock under the supervision of Major Louis Tauzard of the Army Corps of Engineers. This fort was officially called Fort Louis and, later, Fort Brown, but it was commonly known as Fort Dumpling throughout its existence. It was in the form of an oval stone tower and was frequently used as an artistic motif and a place for social outings. The turn of the 20th century saw Fort Wetherill evolve once more. As part of the Endicott period of coastal fortification, it was expanded and modernized, playing a crucial role in the coastal defense system until its deactivation after World War II. The fort was named for Captain Alexander Macomb Wetherill, a native of Jamestown who was killed in the Battle of San Juan Hill. After World War I, the fort was reverted to caretaker status, with only one sergeant assigned to watch over the area. In 1946, the military completely left the area, and it was abandoned for a quarter century after. Today, Fort Wetherill is a state park, offering visitors a glimpse into the past with its abandoned structures and panoramic views. But it's not just the history that draws people to Fort Wetherill. It's the whispers of the past that seem to echo through its abandoned structures. Visitors to the fort speak of eerie sensations, the feeling of being watched, and encounters with the inexplicable. The most persistent tale is that of the Phantom Dog, a spectral entity from the Revolutionary War era, known to vanish through walls and emit terrifying growls from the fort's dark tunnels. Then there's the tragedy of 1985, when the fort became the grim backdrop for the Fort Wetherill murders. 4 young women's lives were tragically cut short, and their spirits are said to be among the many that haunt the fort's grounds. Reports of paranormal activity are numerous, from sightings of ghostly soldiers to unexplained noises and the sensation of being touched by unseen forces. Visitors of the site say they can hear a dog growling in the long and dark tunnels. The soldiers believe that when the dog looked at you, it was a warning that death was near. Barking and howling when no dog can be found has also been reported, and even though Fort Wetherill never saw any direct combat, many people claim to see ghostly visions of soldiers walking through the grounds in uniforms from both world wars. The park is truly impressive even without the haunted history, but while you're taking in the gorgeous sights and sounds, it's quite likely you will feel a chill run up your spine, even in the bright light of day. The number of paranormal incidents reported to police mean that Fort Wetherill is thought to be one of the most haunted places in the country. Whether it's the allure of its historical significance or the thrill of a potential paranormal encounter, Fort Wetherill continues to captivate the imaginations of all who visit. But be warned, for some say the spirits of Fort Wetherill are not just remnants of the past, but active presences, forever etched into the very stone of the cliffs. Number 4. Seaview Terrace, Newport, Rhode Island. Number 4 on our journey through Rhode Island's haunted locales is the majestic Seaview Terrace, also known as the Carey Mansion. This architectural wonder in Newport is not just a relic of the Gilded Age but a beacon for ghostly tales. Seaview Terrace's story begins with whiskey magnate Edson Bradley, who in 1907 constructed a French Gothic mansion in Washington, D.C. This palatial home included a chapel, ballroom, art gallery, and a 500-seat theater known as Aladdin's Palace. In 1923, Bradley began the monumental task of relocating his mansion to Newport. The existing Elizabethan Revival mansion on the site was incorporated into the new design, which was completed in 1925. The result was a chateau-esque masterpiece, the 5th largest of Newport's mansions, featuring turrets, stained glass windows, and shell motifs. The mansion's history is as colorful as its architecture. After Bradley's death, the mansion served various roles, including a stint as a girls' boarding school. Its grand rooms, once filled with laughter and music, now echo with a different kind of presence. The American League of Architects awarded Bradley's architect, Howard Greenely, a 1928 medal for the chateau. Bradley's wife, Julia Williams Bradley, died in August 1929, and her funeral was held in the house's chapel. Edson Bradley spent 5 more summers at the mansion before his death in 1935. The Bradleys' daughter, Julie Bradley Shipman, took over the estate and lived there until 1941. Over the years, the homestead was passed down, fell into disrepair, and was eventually restored and opened as a museum in 1924, preserving the legacy of General Greene and his contributions to American independence. But the history of Seaview Terrace is not the only reason visitors are drawn to this location. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of ghostly activity, turning this historic site into a place of mystery and intrigue. Visitors and staff have reported eerie occurrences such as door handles that turn by themselves, disembodied voices, and sudden temperature drops. The most haunting tale is that of Mrs. Bradley's apparition, seen playing the organ, an instrument that has long been silent. The Sci-Fi Network's ghost hunters have investigated the mansion, recording mysterious footsteps, voices, and even a camera that fell over without explanation. Their conclusion? Seaview Terrace is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Amy Bruni, a well-known ghost hunter, has visited the mansion multiple times and can confirm the presence of the paranormal. She encountered activity in the basement, where something tugged at her hair, and she heard voices and footsteps when no one else was present. The rumors of the building's haunted history were likely started by students at Sal Virginia University, which leased the property to use as dorms. Though a rumor that someone committed suicide in one of the upstairs bedrooms was proved false, there are plenty of other potential sources of haunting. Spirits aside, the mansion has a winding history. Built by Edson Bradley in 1907, parts of the home were shipped intact from France to DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C., where the estate took up more than a whole city block. In 1923, Bradley began moving the home to Newport, shipping pieces via railroad cars. Whether it's the chilling whispers in the night or the inexplicable movements caught in the corner of your eye, Seaview Terrace invites the brave to explore its haunted halls. But be forewarned, for some who wander these rooms may find themselves accompanied by the mansion's spectral residents. Number 3. Perron House, The Conjuring House, Burrillville, Rhode Island. At number 3, we delve into the haunting legacy of the Perron House in Burrillville, a place that has become a cornerstone of paranormal lore and inspired the chilling The Conjuring series. The Old Arnold Estate, as it was originally known, dates back to 1736. This colonial home has witnessed the passage of time and the echoes of those who once roamed its halls. The land itself is steeped in history, with the spirits of native tribes believed to be woven into the very fabric of the landscape, their presence felt through the ages. In the winter of 1970, the Perron family sought a peaceful life in the country and stumbled upon this seemingly idyllic farmhouse. Roger and Carolyn Perron, along with their 5 daughters, stepped into a story that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. From the moment they moved in, the family encountered a series of inexplicable phenomena that suggested they were not alone. The house's history is marked by a series of tragic events, including suicides, a murder, and other untimely deaths that have left a permanent imprint on the property. It's said that 8 generations of families had lived and died in the Old Arnold estate, contributing to its haunted reputation. The land has witnessed hangings, poisonings, drownings, and the unsolved murder of a young girl, all of which have sown the seeds of the supernatural that many believe still linger. The Perron family's experiences were so intense that they eventually had to abandon their home, leaving behind a decade of memories both cherished and terrifying. Their story quieted down for a time, until the release of the Conjuring film thrust the house back into the public eye. Today, the Perron House is known as one of the most haunted places in America. Visitors and paranormal investigators report a wide range of activity, from full-bodied apparitions to physical attacks by unseen forces. The most frequent apparition is said to be that of a woman with a broken neck, ominously known as Bathsheba. The haunting at the Perron House is said to be particularly intense, with reports of objects moving on their own, disembodied voices, and even a black mist that gathers and moves like smoke. These occurrences have been experienced by various residents and visitors over the years, adding to the house's eerie reputation for. Despite the terrifying experiences reported by the Perrons and subsequent owners, the house continues to attract those seeking to understand or experience the paranormal. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of the mysteries of life, death, and what lies beyond. For those who dare to visit, the Perron House offers a chance to step into a world where the veil between the living and the dead seems remarkably thin. It's a place where history whispers from the walls, and the past feels startlingly present. The current owners, who are also ghost hunters, have reported modern standard ghostly activities, doors opening and closing on their own, footsteps, knocking, and disembodied voices. They even claim to have witnessed a black mist, describing it as it looks like smoke. It'll gather in one area and then it'll move, adding to the lore of this historic farmhouse. The mystery of life, death, and the afterlife is something we might not ever comprehend fully in this realm, But it is the fascination, the curiosity about it that keeps us guessing and searching for answers to our most esoteric questions about human existence. Number 2. Belcourt Castle, Newport, Rhode Island. At number 2, we explore the grandeur and mystery of Belcourt Castle in Newport, a place where history and hauntings are intricately intertwined. Belcourt Castle, a breathtaking summer villa, was designed by the renowned architect Richard Morris Hunt for Oliver Hazard Perry Belmont. Construction began in 1891 and was completed in 1894, intended to be used for only 6 to 8 weeks of the year. This architectural gem was a melting pot of European styles, with a heavy emphasis on French Renaissance and Gothic decor. It was a grand stage for Belmont's extensive collections, including medieval manuscripts, stained glass, and armor. Belmont, a skilled carriage driver and collector, envisioned Belcourt as a grand estate to house his beloved coach horses and entertain friends. The castle featured a unique design with no guest rooms or kitchen, as Belmont planned to spend only a brief summer season there each year. After changing hands several times, Belcourt became the residence of the Tinney family, who filled the house with antiques and reproductions, adding to its grandeur and mystique. In 2012, Belcourt was purchased by jewelry designer and local Rhode Island entrepreneur Carolyn Raphaelian. An extensive ongoing restoration project was initiated to bring the mansion back to its original splendor, preserving its historic features while incorporating Raphaelian's artistic vision. Today, Belcourt Castle is not just known for its architectural beauty but also for its spectral inhabitants. It's said that among the extensive collections of antiquities, spirits have attached themselves to the castle. Visitors and staff report encounters with a variety of apparitions, including a mysterious monk, the screaming suit of armor, and ghostly dancers in the ballroom. There are even tales of 2 haunted chairs that eject those who dare to sit on them. The most chilling account is of a ghostly arm that pointed through the staircase at a painting, which then mysteriously fell from the wall only minutes later. Such stories have led many to believe that Belcourt might just be the most haunted house in America. Whether it's the echoes of the past or the whispers of the present, Belcourt Castle offers a journey through time and beyond. It's a place where every corner holds a story, and every shadow could be more than just a trick of the light. The castle's haunted history is not just limited to its antiques. Many believe that the spirits of former residents and staff still roam its halls. From the sounds of phantom carriages in the courtyard to the soft music emanating from empty rooms, the castle is alive with the presence of the unseen. For those who seek the thrill of the paranormal, Belcourt Castle provides an unmatched experience. Ghost tours allow visitors to explore the residence while learning about its haunted past, where every step may bring you face to face with the otherworldly. As we delve deeper into the stories of Belcourt Castle, we find ourselves questioning the nature of reality itself. Is it possible that the veil between worlds is thinner here, allowing us to glimpse into the realm of spirits? Or are these hauntings simply echoes of a rich and vibrant past that refuse to be forgotten? Join us as we uncover the secrets of Belcourt Castle, a place where history is alive, and the dead are restless. It's a journey that promises to be as enlightening as it is chilling, a true adventure for the soul. Number 1. General Nathanael Greene Homestead, Coventry, Rhode Island. At the pinnacle of our list, perched atop a gentle hill in Coventry, Rhode Island, the General Nathanael Greene Homestead, or Spell Hall, beckons us to explore its storied past and uncover its spectral secrets. Constructed in 1770, this homestead was the proud residence of General Nathanael Greene, a key figure in the American Revolutionary War and a trusted general of George Washington. Here, within these walls, plans were forged that would help turn the tide of war and shape the birth of a nation. The homestead, a fine example of late Georgian architecture, was part of a vast 2,000-acre property. After Greene's service, the house passed through his family until the late 19th century, witnessing the ebbs and flows of American history. But the General Nathanael Greene Homestead is not just a monument to the past, it's also a site of spectral fascination. Over the years, it has garnered a reputation as one of Rhode Island's most haunted locations. Docents and visitors have reported strange occurrences that defy explanation. Door latches lift without a hand to move them, and anomalous voices are heard when no living soul is near. The house seems to hold on to its former inhabitants, reluctant to let them go. One chilling tale involves a baby carriage, which was found inexplicably moved to the doorway after the house had been closed for the night. Such incidents have led many to believe that the spirits of the past may still linger within these historic walls. Rise Up Paranormal, a group investigating the ghostly claims, reports various human apparitions seen throughout the home. These spectral sightings and unexplained phenomena add a layer of intrigue to the homestead's already rich tapestry. The homestead's mysteries are not just confined to the supernatural. They also encompass the stories of the people who lived there, their triumphs and tragedies, and the indelible mark they left on the property. It's a place where history is palpable, and the line between the past and the present seems to blur. As we delve deeper into the stories of the General Nathanael Greene homestead, we're left with a sense of awe for the historical events that unfolded here and a curiosity about the unexplained phenomena that continue to draw people to this storied site. It's a reminder that history is not just a series of dates and facts, but a living, breathing entity that continues to captivate and intrigue us. The current owners, who are also ghost hunters, have reported modern standard ghostly activities, doors opening and closing on their own, footsteps, knocking, and disembodied voices. They even claim to have witnessed a black mist, describing it as it looks like smoke. It'll gather in one area and then it'll move, adding to the lore of this historic farmhouse. The mystery of life, death, and the afterlife is something we might not ever comprehend fully in this realm, but it is the fascination, the curiosity about it that keeps us guessing and searching for answers to our most esoteric questions about human existence. The General Nathanael Greene homestead, with its rich history and haunting tales, offers a journey through time and a glimpse into the otherworldly. It's a place where the veil between the past and the present seems to thin, inviting those who dare to explore its depths. These are the places where Rhode Island's history refuses to rest. If you dare to visit, remember, some guests may never leave. Thank you for joining us on this spectral tour. Like, share, and subscribe for more haunted tales. Keep looking over your shoulder. Who knows what you'll find? Until next time, stay spooky.